Hello students, a warm welcome to all of you at AriserTalent. So, we are on the first chapter of our chemistry class 10, that is chemical reactions and equation. In our today's lecture, we are going to deal with the many of the problems, that is NCERT questions from your chapter number first, that is important from your board point of view. So, it will be the questions that has been taken from many competitive exams or mainly from the board previous year. So, we have the many questions in this sequence. So, our question number 1 is, which of the following statement about the reaction below are incorrect? So, here the reaction given is lead oxide basically react with carbon to give Pb and carbon dioxide. So, what we have seen in this type of equation, that lead is losing oxygen, it means there is a removal of oxygen. So, in this case, there will be the removal of oxygen. And what we have observed in the another case, carbon get combined with oxygen and form carbon dioxide. So, this will be the addition of oxygen. So, removal of oxygen basically termed as reduction, and addition of oxygen is termed as oxidation. It means carbon is getting oxidized and lead is getting reduced. So, I can say here carbon is getting oxidized and lead is getting reduced. So, the statement C and D are correct. It means in all these category, the option number A and B are basically incorrect. So, the correct option is option number 1, that is A and B are incorrect, because lead is getting reduced or carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. It doesn't make any sense. Now, we are on our question number 2, that is Fe2O3 plus 2L gives Al2O3 plus 2Fe. So, what we have seen in this equation, iron being more active replaces aluminium from the solution and it get evolved out from the equation. So, we have seen here there is a displacement of single atom in this equation. So, if the displacement of the single atom or ion take place, we can consider it in the category of displacement reaction. So, here option D will be the correct answer. Now, we are on our question number 3. What happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Tick write the correct answer. Now, we are writing the general equation for this. So, the general equation is, what happens when dilute hydrochloric acid? This is Fe, iron fillings, and we are adding hydrochloric acid to it. What we will get here, FeCl2 plus H2, it means hydrogen gas will be evolved in this kind of equation. We have Fe1, hydrogen atoms we are provided is 2, here 2, chlorine atom are 2, again chlorine atom are 2. So, I can say that this equation is a complete balanced equation. So, what will be the correct answer of this equation? Hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced, chlorine gas and iron hydroxide are produced. So, iron chloride is produced and hydrogen gas is evolved out. It means here option number A will be the correct answer for this equation. And this kind of equation is known as the displacement reaction, because there is a displacement of only one kind of atom or ion. So, I hope this must be clear to you. Now, we are on our next question. What is balanced chemical equation? Why should the chemical equations be balanced? So, what are chemical equations? This question we have dealt with in our chapter, that chemical equations are those equations in which the number of atoms in the reactant side is equal to the number of the atoms in the product side. So, what basically chemical equation is? Chemical equation is the equation in which number of atoms in reactant site should be equal to number of atoms in the product side. So, the number of reactants in the LHS must be equal to the number of atoms in the product side, that is equal to RHS. So, we can say that an equation is said to be the complete balanced equation. Now, we will understand this with an example. Example here is, if I am reacting sodium hydroxide with HCl, then what will happen? Na is going to react with Cl and OH will make the water by the formation of H2O molecule. So, the reaction will be NaCl plus H2O. So, what we have observed in this equation, look at here, we have sodium 1, oxygen 1, hydrogen here is 1 plus 1, 2, hydrogen here is 1 plus 1, 2, chlorine atom we have is 1, that is equal to 1. So, I must say that this equation is the complete balanced equation. Now, what is the importance of a balanced equation? If the equation is balanced, we can say that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. So, it must be applicable to the law of conservation of mass. So, chemical equation is balanced to follow law of conservation of mass. So, this is the correct answer of this question. If you want to copy it, please copy it from here. Now, we are on our next question. Translate the following statements into the chemical equations. So, our question number 1 is, hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. Basically, hydrogen combines with nitrogen to form an ammonia is known as the Haber's process. So, we have the complete equation for this. N2 plus H2 gives 2NH3. It means N2 is nitrogen, H2 is hydrogen, and what we are getting in the product side, the product we are obtaining here is ammonia. So, NH3 will be ammonia. Now, this equation is not balanced because we are provided with nitrogen 2, but hydrogen here are 2 and hydrogen here are 3. So, 2 can't be made as a 3 and we can't make 3 as a 2. So, for balancing this equation, I am substituting 3 over here. So, 3 into 2, 6, 2 into 3, 6. So, this will be the correct combination equation for question number 1. Now, we are on our second question. Hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. So, our question number 2 is, hydrogen sulfide gas H2S burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. So, this is basically hydrogen sulfide, this is oxygen, this is water, and this will be sulfur dioxide. Now, what we observed in this equation here is H2 we have two atoms, sulfur we have one, oxygen here are 2, but oxygen here are 3. So we can't make 2 as a 3 and 3 as a 2. Again LCM of 2 and 3 will be equal to 6. So what I am doing here, I am substituting 3 here. So it is equal to 6. Here it is 2. So I am substituting 3 over here. So 3 plus 2, 5. So it will not give us 6. So what we have to do here, we have to balance this equation by putting 3 over here. Now look at here, what will happen in this case, 3 into 2, 6, but the sulfur are imbalanced now. So for balancing the sulfur, we have to put 3 over here. But if I am substituting 3 over here, the hydrogen again are imbalanced. So for balancing the hydrogen, we have again putting 3 over here. So oxygen atoms are now 9 and hydrogen and sulfur are 3 and 3. Hydrogen is 6 and sulfur is 6. So this will be the complete balanced equation for this question. Now we are on our third question. Barium chloride react with aluminium sulfate. So third equation is barium chloride, that is equal to BaCl2. Aluminium sulfate, Al2SO4 whole thrice. What it is giving? It is giving aluminium chloride and barium sulfate. Barium sulfate and aluminium chloride. So this is the barium sulfate which is obtained as the precipitates in the reaction. Now balancing the above chemical equation, what we have seen here, barium 1, again barium is 1, chlorine here is 2, chlorine here is 3. So I can't make 2 as a 3 and 3 as a 2. So I have to write 3 over here, 3 here and 2 here for balancing this equation. Now aluminium 2, chlorine 6, barium 3. Now sulfur is 3, that is equal to 3, oxygen is 12, again oxygen is 12. So the complete balance equation is 3 BaCl2, 3 BaSO4 and we are putting 2 over here. So this will be the correct balanced equation for the above reaction. Now we are on our solution number 4th. Potassium metal react with water. So what I am taking here, potassium is K. It is reacting with water to give potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. So students, look at here, we are provided with 1 K element, again K, hydrogen here are 2 plus 1, 3, here hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 1 and here oxygen is also 1. So we have to make hydrogen balancing. So I am putting 3 over here. So 3 into 2, 6. Now I have to put 2 over here. 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. Now what we will do? We will put 2 over here and 2 over here. Now potassium is 2, hydrogen is 6, oxygen equal to 2 and oxygen here is 3. Now this equation is imbalanced. Now we are trying to balance the equation again. So I am writing the equation again because this is not a complete balanced equation. We are balancing the equation again, that is potassium metal react with water to give KOH plus hydrogen gas. So what will happen in this case? K1, again K is 1, oxygen 1, hydrogen here is 3. Now again we can't make 3 as a 2 and 2 as a 3. So we are trying to balance the equation and take the LCM. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So we can write the equation as K 3H2O gives KOH plus 2H2. Now in this equation, potassium and hydrogen are completely balanced, but what happens with the case of oxygen? Oxygen here is 3, but here oxygen is provided with 1. So the equation is not balanced again. Now we are trying to balance the equation one more time. What I am doing here, K plus H2O gives KOH plus H2 gas. Now I am putting 2 over here. So potassium now equal to 2. Now 2 over here, potassium again 2. Now see here, oxygen are 2, here oxygen is 1. So we will substitute 2 over here. So oxygen is balanced now. Hydrogen 2 into 2 plus 2 4, and here hydrogen are 2 into 2 4. So we can say that this equation is a complete balanced equation for the above case. That is 2K plus 2H2O gives 2KOH plus H2 gas. If you want to copy it, please copy it from here. Now we are on our next question. Balance the following chemical equations. HNO3 gives CaOH, react with CaOH whole twice to give calcium nitrate plus water. Now we are trying to balance this equation. So I am writing here this equation again. Now what we are observing here, in this equation, H plus 2H, we are provided with 3 hydrogen atoms in the reactant side. In the product side, we have 2H, that is 2 hydrogen atoms. This is 3 and this is 2. Now coming to the nitrogen, we have nitrogen 1 and here nitrogen 2. Now coming to our third case, oxygen here is 3 plus 2, 5. This is 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Now, we are left with, we have taken hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen, we are left only with the calcium atom. So, calcium here is 1 and again calcium here is 1. Now, what we will do, we will try to balance this equation. Firstly, I am balancing the hydrogen atoms. So again we can't make 3 as a 2 and 2 as a 3. So we are making it 6. So 2 hydrogen atoms are here and I am putting 4 over here. Now 4 plus 2 equal to 6. Here only 2 atoms of hydrogen. So we are putting 3 over here. So 3 into 2 equal to 6. So this equation is balanced. Now coming to the nitrogen. Nitrogen we are having 4 and we are having here only 2. So I am putting 2 over here. So nitrogen are balanced, that is equal to 4 and 4. Now coming to oxygen, oxygen here are 5 and here oxygen we have 4 into 3, 12, 12 plus 2, 14. And here oxygen are 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. Firstly, we will balance the calcium and later on we are proceeding to oxygen. So calcium here is 2. And calcium here is only 1. So putting 2 over here, calcium is now balanced. Now again considering the oxygen, 4 into 3, 12, 12 and again 2 here and 2 here. So we are getting 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. And here 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12 and 12 plus 3, that is equal to 15. So there is a deficiency of 1 oxygen here. So I can consider it as a reaction, that is the complete balanced equation. So the correct answer is this, because all the conditions are satisfied here. Now we are on our next reaction. NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. So, what happens in this reaction? We are provided with one Na atom and here we have two Na atoms. So, I am putting 2 over here. Now, sodium is balanced. Consider oxygen here, oxygen 2 and oxygen 4. 4 atoms of oxygen and here 4 plus 1, 5. So, for balancing it, I am putting 2 over here. Now, 4 plus 2 gives us 6. Now, hydrogen here are H2 and H2H4. Here again 2 into 2, 4. Now, comparing the sulfur 1 and 1. So, I can say that this is the complete balanced equation. So, the correct answer is this. This is the correct equation for question number 2. Now, we are on our third question. NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl plus NaNO3. Now, sodium 1, again sodium is 1, chlorine 1, here also chlorine is 1, Ag1, N1 and O3 3. So, I must say this equation is already balanced. So, this is the correct chemical equation. Now, we are on our question number D. BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus HCl. Now, again comparing in this equation, what we can see here, barium 1, chlorine here is 2 and chlorine here is only 1. So, I am substituting 2 over here, 2 HCl. Now, look at here, chlorine 2, hydrogen 2, sulfur 1, oxygen 4 and oxygen 4. So, we must say that this equation is the complete balanced equation. So, in this way, we can done the balancing of the chemical equations. If you want to copy it, please copy it from here. Now, we are on our next question. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following reactions. So, if according to these questions, you can see here the balancing is a very important topic from your exam point of view. So, there is a one question compulsory to be in your exam. So, I hope this topic must be clear to you in every possible way. So, now we are on our next question. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide give calcium carbonate and water. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide gives CaCO3 plus water. Now, look at this equation. What we can observe from here, calcium 1, oxygen 2, here oxygen are also 2 into 2, 2 plus 2, 4, again 3 plus 1, 4, hydrogen here are 2, hydrogen 2, carbon is 1. So, I must say this equation is a complete balanced equation. So, this is the correct solution for question number 1. Now, we are on our next question. Zinc plus silver nitrate gives zinc nitrate plus silver. Zinc plus silver nitrate gives zinc nitrate plus silver. Again, zinc is 1, they are also 1, Ag is 1, nitrogen and oxygen are also balanced. So, I must say this equation is a complete balanced equation. Now, we are on our third question, aluminium plus copper chloride. So, question number 3 is aluminium plus copper chloride gives aluminium chloride plus copper. Now, look at this equation. We have aluminium 1, copper 1, but Cl here is 2, but Cl here is 3. So, it is imbalanced. So, I am putting 3 over here and 2 over here. Now chlorine are balanced, 3 into 2, 6, 3 into 2, 6. But aluminium is imbalanced, so I am putting 2 over here. Copper again are imbalanced. Here copper is 3 and here copper is 1. So I am putting 3 over here. So we can say that this is the complete balanced equation for aluminium and copper chloride. Now we are on our fourth question. Barium chloride BaCl2 plus potassium sulfate K2SO4 gives barium sulfate and potassium chloride. Now again looking at this equation, barium 1, chlorine 2, chlorine here is 1. So for making 1 as a 2, I am putting 2 in its subscript. Potassium 2, sulfur 1, oxygen 4, again oxygen is 4. So we must say that this equation is a complete balanced equation for this reaction. So in today's question, we have discussed mostly about the balancing of a chemical equation. So it must be clear to you that the balancing is a very important phenomena. So this lecture is over for today. We will deal with many more questions in our next lecture. Thank you so much and have a nice day.